Some of y'all just need to throw your whole resume away, period. And I'm not even joking. For a document that plays such a vital role in any career transition, it amazes me how many people are okay with that document screaming, she aight, or he cool or whatever. Like, okay, look, I get it. Working with a resume writer is not top priority for everyone. I know for myself back in 2014 when I probably really could have used a resume writer, it just was not, it wasn't anywhere on my to-do list, right? But just because you don't work with a professional does not mean you have to settle for a basic resume by any stretch of the imagination. So what I'm going to do in this video is I want to walk you through my 4-step method for creating a resume from scratch. This is the exact method that I used when I used to rewrite resumes for people, taking them from basic Betty to poppin' Patricia, because baby, we making moves. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna walk you through this process for one position to show you how it's done. All right, let's dive in. Step 1 is brain dump. What does this mean, right? Brain dump is where you list out every position you've held, and then you list out all of your job duties within each of those positions. Step 2 is to assess. Think through what you're interested in doing next and how that aligns with your experience and your skills. Step 3 is synthesize. Your resume is not meant to capture every single thing that you've ever done. Instead, it's meant to convey the value that you would bring. You need to narrow your focus to those things only. And step 4, my favorite step of all, is elevate. Details are key, so don't just tell them what you did, but show them how you did it. Like, again, this is the difference between boring Betty and poppin' Patricia. So let's go. All right, so again, the first step is to brain dump. As a reminder, brain dump is where you're gonna list out all of your previous positions for the last 15 years, and you'll list any major accomplishments along with all of your job duties. For this video, I'm gonna walk you through the process for one position. And as you can see, I'm using my role as project manager with Hey FinTech. I recommend that you set a timer for 10 minutes for each position because it's very easy to get carried away. If you're anything like me, you could look up and 30 minutes later, you're still working on one position, and the goal is not to be here forever. The thing here, you don't have to worry about wording everything perfectly during this brain dump. You just want to think about the things you did. So what were the little tasks that you worked on every day to any bigger accomplishments? As you can see on screen, I have a good mix of things I had to do on a regular basis, like working as a project manager for multiple financial institutions. I also have some special projects, so you'll see that I helped establish the PMO, and I have accomplishments. So you can see I got all 10s on my NPS surveys. The key here is to get all of the general details out of your mind and onto the page. Okay, the second step is to assess. For assess, you need to think through what you're wanting to do next and what experience and skills are relevant for that next level role. So let's just assume that I'm using this resume to transition from a project manager in fintech to a program manager in healthcare technology. What I want to know are what are the top skills required for a program manager in healthcare technology. So I'm gonna hop over to my friend ChatGPT. You can use whatever tool or mechanism you'd like to identify the top skills, but I'm using ChatGPT for ease purposes. So you'll see that there are several things listed here. Well, there are 10 things exactly, right? Because I asked for top 10 skills. That's how good ChatGPT is, y'all. And I know there are some people who are anti-AI, and that's fine. But for this video being quick, easy, simple, in a hurry, we got you. So you'll see that it has healthcare domain knowledge, it has project management, technical proficiency. There's a lot of things listed on this screen, y'all. If you are looking for a stretch role similar to me, there's likely going to be a gap between where you are and all of the qualifications that they are requesting for the particular job. What you'll want to do is you want to emphasize all of the skills and experience that you have that applies. It likely won't be a singular one-to-one match just because you're looking to pivot, right? I'm changing industries and I'm looking for a more senior role. So what I'm going to do is, out of the top 10 skills that I see that are required, I'm going to go ahead and focus my time and energy and resume on the project management skills, the technical proficiency skills, leadership skills, communication skills, regulatory compliance, and vendor management. The thing here, again, you don't have to have a one-to-one match for everything, but you do need to know which areas you should be focusing on so you can be sure to highlight those within your resume. Okay, so now to the hardest part, right? Synthesize. Your resume is not meant to capture every single thing that you've ever done. It's meant to convey the value that you will bring. So you need to narrow your focus to those things only. With the focus areas identified in the assess stage, so remember I said I'm going to focus on project management, technical proficiency, leadership skills, etc., right? With those focus areas in mind, I'm going to pick out 5 points to focus on for this role. And so you'll see up top, I still have my complete brain dump visible for you, but down below in the synthesize section, I've picked out 5 things. So I'm going to focus on the fact that I worked as a project manager. I'm going to focus on the fact that I coordinated issue resolution. I want to highlight the establishing of the PMO because I think that this one really speaks to not only that project management area, but leadership and communication skills. It's major. I'm going to focus on the fact that I created that mentoring program, again, speaking to those leadership skills, and then worked with third-party vendors. That directly highlights that vendor management piece, which is also critical for healthcare technology. So as you can see, synthesize is about taking this big broad pool of things that you've done and narrowing it down to the items that are most relevant for the role that you're hoping to secure next. Okay, our fourth and final step here is to elevate. Details are key. Don't just say what you did, tell them how you did it. Numbers are gold. As you look at the elevate section, I'm sure your eyes are automatically drawn to the $1 million, the 200 plus issues. It's taking your resume from boring and basic to, oh yeah, we see value. Like, immediately they can connect the dots on you having impact in your previous roles. And if you're looking at this and you're like, oh yeah, those look good, those look great, but the problem is I don't know how to turn working as a project manager into manage 10 business banking projects for financial institutions totaling $1 million in statements of work, consistently receiving a score of 10 for all completed Net Promoter Score surveys. I get it. I get it. Have no fear. I've created a whole separate video that I'll be sharing next week to teach you my quick trick for transforming job duties into captivating accomplishments. Talk about elevation. Y'all, 2024 is the year. 2024 is your year. Your resume is about to be banging.